We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I drink? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
Are you an executive? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Question: have you heard about KlLLnG365.com? You haven't? It's not an app. It's not a YouTube page. It is not a Facebook page. It is a website. All you need to do is open your web browser, whether you are using Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari or Firefox. Just open your web browser and type in the address bar KlLLnG365.com. That is PNL, the numbers 365.com. It is free to join. Browse and comment on the site. On that site, we are going to be posting some exclusive news contents. We will also be posting some contents that cannot be posted on YouTube, Facebook or TikTok. You can also post your ads for free on the site. So whether you're a small, medium or big business person, head over to PNL365.com right now and post your ads for free. Remember the address, PNL365.com. I'm going to be dropping a link in the description below. Click on it and go over there and check it out. In the news today, detectives at the St. Catherine South Sissoko office, they have arrested and charged a 24-year-old delivery guy for 1. Sexual touching of a child, 2. Forcible abduction, and 3. Assaulting a female. His name is Tafari Hewitt and he is living at Sobriety Way in the Waterford area of St. Catherine. The allegation is that Tafari, he does delivery for a water company. On Tuesday afternoon, August 5, about 1 o'clock, Tafari, he went to a house in the Waterford area to deliver bottled water. A lady and her 11-year-old grandniece were at home. The grandaunt, she allowed Tafari to take the bottles of water into the house. When Tafari was finished, he exited the house, but the 11-year-old niece catch Tafari's eyes. Tafari, he returned to the house and he told the 11-year-old girl that he had lost something in the house. The young girl, she went into the kitchen where Tafari had carried the water, but she did not see what Tafari was claiming he lost. Tafari, he entered the house, held onto the 11-year-old girl, covered her mouth and forced her into a room where Tafari, he started to feel up the 11-year-old girl. The young girl, she screamed out and her grandaunt ran out of the house and locked the veranda grill. As a result, Tafari, he was trapped inside the house. Tafari, we are told, he pleaded with the grandaunt to let him out, but minutes later, the police arrived. As a result, rapeable Tafari, he was taken into custody and he was charged, so he'll be facing the courts shortly. In this next report, detectives in Ochareos, they have arrested and charged a female for obtaining credit by fraud. Her name is Shamara Brown. She is 31 years old and she used to work as a security guard. She's living at Regent Street in Kingston 14. The allegation is that on Saturday, June 28th, Shamara and other persons, they went to a business place at James Avenue in Ochareos. They told the operator for the business place that they would be keeping a party at a bar at Content Garden in Ochareos. They even showed the operator flyers for the event. The operator then gave them liquors and other beverages amounting to almost 1.8 8 million Jamaican dollars on consignment. It was later discovered that no party was being held at the bar. As a matter of fact, the owner for the bar did not know who those persons were. A report was made to the police, and Shamara, if that is her real name, was picked up by the police. She was charged, so she'll be facing the courts shortly. In this next report, this one took place yesterday afternoon, Saturday, August 9, about a few minutes to 2 o'clock. It took place at Campbell's Lane in the Mount Salem area of St. James. Our information is that a joint police and military team, they conducted an operation in the area. An unoccupied building was searched, and bingo, 1.38 revolver was found in a blue bag under a piece of zinc. No one was arrested in connection with that find. Now, while the police and soldiers were on operation in the same Campbell's Lane area, they saw a guy walking along the roadway with a black bag hung around his neck. It is said that the guy, on seeing the members of the security team, he began acting in a suspicious manner. As a result, he was accosted and searched, and bingo. In the black bag, the police, they found one black S&W FNS .40 pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with a magazine containing 5.40 rounds. As a result, the guy was taken into custody and he was charged by the police. His name is Kevan McKoy, but he is also known as Bashko. Bashko is 25 years old and he is living at Campbell's Lane. Bashko, he'll be facing the courts shortly. Officers and soldiers, job well done. This one, it took place yesterday afternoon, Saturday, August 9, about a few minutes after 3 o'clock. It took place at Caffe supermarket on Overton Plaza on Union Street in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Our information is that the Chinese operator was inside his business place when two hoodlums, posing as customers, entered. One of the hoodlums, he then pulled a gun and demanded money. The other hoodlum, he then removed almost $500,000 Jamaican dollars from both the cash register and the Chinese businessman's office. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape in the area. Just like that. In this next report, now, we are getting unconfirmed reports that a guy named Orette Davis, popularly known as Jiwi, he's in police custody. He's living at Lovers Lane in the Carisbrook area of Magati in the parish of St. Elizabeth. Reports are that yesterday afternoon, Saturday, August 9, about 4:30, Jiwi and another guy, they were involved in an argument in a shop at Carisbrook. That guy's name is Remoy Romeo Ennis, but he was popularly known as Dede. Dede, he was living in the Carisbrook area. It is said that during the argument, Jiwi, he pulled a knife which he used to inflict serious stab wounds to Dede. Dede, he was rushed to the Black River Hospital where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival. The mayhem. In this next report, now, this one, it has gang violence written all over it. It has reprisal written all over it. This is the continuation of a never-ending war between G-City and the 6 gang that has been ongoing for many years. This war is the result of good friends becoming enemies. Let me give you a brief history. Now, that guy on your screen, his name is Brent Benjamin St. George Boothe, but he was popularly known as Brentus. Brentus was only 21 years old, and Brentus, he was said to be a top shotter for one of the gangs. On the early morning of Wednesday, May 1 last year, about 3 o'clock, hoodlums, they went to Brentus' home at Unity Crescent in the Farmill area of Green Pond, where the hoodlums, They pretended to be police officers. The hoodlums then knocked up Brentos, who went out to them. The hoodlums, they executed Brentos, and when me say execute, the hoodlums, they fired over 10 9mm bullets, over 5 AK-47 and over 8 M16 bullets into Brentos. Word on the street at the time was that it was a guy called Chen, a guy called Lenky, and a guy called Gramps who executed Brentos. There is Chen on your screen. His correct name is Chennison Clarke, and he was 32 years old. Chen, he lived at Huggins Lane in the Green Pond area of St. James, less than 1 month after Brentos was killed. On Tuesday night, May 28 last year, about 10:30, Chen, he was walking along the roadway when he was pounced on by 2 hoodlums. One was armed with a rifle and the other one with a 9mm pistol. The hoodlums, they pumped several bullets into Chen, killing him on the spot. Now, before and after those incidents, there have been several shootings involving both factions. The latest incident before the one that I'm going to be telling you about, it took place on Friday afternoon, August 1, about 1 o'clock. That incident, it took place at a bar at Valley Heights Square at Green Pond in the parish of St. James. Persons were in the bar when hoodlums, armed with a rifle and handguns, opened gunfire at them. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. When the smoke was clear, it was realized that 3 persons were shot. Now, last week when I carried the news, I said 2 persons, but 3 persons were shot. A guy called Tiney, a guy called Smokey, and another guy known as Lenky. They received gunshot wounds. Now, if you were following, it is the same Lenky whose name was called with the death of Brentos, and we are told that Lenky, he was the target of this attack. We are also learning that while Tiney and Smokey, they went to hospital to seek treatment, Lenky, he did not go. So remember now, Gramps, Lenky and Chen's names were called with the killing of Brentos. That guy on your screen, his name is Kemar Orane Clarke. Kemar was 27 years old and he lived at Portobello in Montego Bay. Kemar and Chen are brothers. Are you following me? Yesterday morning, Saturday, August 9, at minutes after 8 o'clock, Kemar, he was in his white Toyota Mark X motor car when hoodlums who were armed with M16 and AK-47 rifles opened gunfire at him. Kemar, he managed to jump out of the Mark X and he ran, but the hoodlums chased him and they pumped several bullets into him. Kemar, he fell on his right side on the balcony of an unfinished 2-story concrete house, and that was it for him. Kemar, he died on the spot. The police, they were called, and when the police processed this crime scene, a number of M16 and AK-47 spent shells were recovered from the scene. We are told that the white 2013 Toyota Mark X motor car that Kemar was driving, it received gunshot damages to the driver door, the rear passenger door, and the bonnet. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, now, there has been a lot said about this incident. When the news broke last night, persons were saying that Detective Constable Morgan, he shot his common law wife and his son, then turned the gun on himself. When persons found out that the policeman was alive, they changed the narrative to say that the policeman and his family, they were targeted because the policeman, he went to collect lottery scam money and all kinda conspiracy theory. We did some digging and this is what we found out. All the names involved are already out there in the public domain. A female, she is 38 years old and she's living at Catherine Hall in Montego Bay. We are learning that that female is in the business of importing motor vehicles from Japan. Detective Constable Morgan, he's a police officer attached to the lottery scam task force in Montego Bay. Some time ago, we are told that sometime last year, Detective Constable Morgan's uncle told him that he wanted a Toyota Voxy to buy. Detective Morgan, he contacted the female and they agreed on a price to import one from Japan. The policeman, he gave the female some money. We are told that the policeman, he paid her about 2.5 million Jamaican dollars with the understanding that the Voxy would be in Jamaica within 4 months. The time passed and no Voxy. The uncle, he started pressuring Detective Morgan and Detective Morgan, he started pressuring the female. After a while, we are told that the female, she stopped taking the policeman's calls and started avoiding him. Yesterday, Saturday, August 9, the female, she contacted the policeman and told him that the vehicle is ready and he could come and collect it. We are learning that last night, Saturday, August 9, a guy popularly known as Naldo or Romario, he called Detective Morgan telling him that he is the female's husband and he should meet him near to a club at Reading in St. James to pick up the keys for the vehicle. The policeman, he was eager to collect the vehicle and get his uncle off his back, so he told his common law wife to come with him and one of them would drive the vehicle home. They also carried their 6-year-old son. The policeman's common law wife's name is Latoya Crystal Stephenson. She was a 36-year-old human resource manager. What the policeman did not know was that Naldo or Romario, he was a Mount Salem-based contract killer and the female who he paid the money had no intention of giving him any vehicle. The female, she hired contract killer Romario to kill the policeman and anyone else who was in the car with him. Last night at minutes after 8 o'clock, the policeman, his common law wife and their 6-year-old son, they left their home. The policeman, he called Romario and told him that he was on his way and what kind of car he was driving. On arriving at the meeting spot near to the club at Reading, Constable Morgan, he parked his car along the roadway in the vicinity of the club and waited on Romario. Shortly thereafter, Romario, he drove up behind the policeman's car. Latoya, she came out of the car to go and collect the keys. In fact, we are told that Latoya, she collected a vehicle key and she was returning to the car when pure gunshots. Detective Morgan, on realizing that this was an ambush, he managed to pull his gun and squeezed off a few rounds. Romario and his crony or cronies, they drove away making good their escape. Latoya, she received gunshot wounds to her upper body and she ended up dying on the spot. Detective Morgan, he received gunshot wounds to the right side of his back, while their 6-year-old son, he received gunshot wounds to his head. The father and the son, they were rushed to hospital where they were admitted in a serious condition. Now, up to the time of recording this video, I was told that both the father and the son, they are here with us. Let's hope that they remain here with us. Now, if you should go over to KlLLnG365.com, you will see a video that was shot shortly after the shooting. It is too grimy to post on YouTube. Just type KlLLnG365.com and you'll see the video. We are also learning that the female who contracted Romario, on learning that Detective Morgan was still alive, she packed up some stuffs and put them in her 2017 Honda Fit motor car and have left the Catherine Hall area. If you know where Romario or this female is, please do the right thing. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and KlLLNG TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica, criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica, criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain, Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them broke out can't tame, but me want me country back, give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back, give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica, criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica, criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder.